Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my Kerbal Space Program Let's Play. Now, last time we were on the launch pad, and we were going to visit the desert and maybe the North Pole, some new places on Kerbin that we've never been to, getting all that science and preparing ourselves ready for more spacey type things. And I said in between episodes I was going to do a little flight and collect some crew reports and EVA stuff. There's a contract here on the right hand side. You can see that I've done the crew report and I've collected both EVAs. And I've got the notifications for them here. So there's one, there's the other, and there's the other. So we've got lots of stuff there. But I've still got to get the airplane back, the jet plane back. And the reason why I say that is there's the Space Centre over there, 81 kilometres away. The first crew report was out here over to sea, and then there was two EVAs that were here on this little mountain, right on the flipping side of it. Now, I managed to glide the Mark II down onto the side of the mountain. So here's what it's like. There we go. I came in from the north, I did a passover, I went over the location where I wanted so I could see where I needed to be. And I kind of came out round to the left here and wondered what I should do. And then I noticed that this area here was quite smooth. It was on a big slant, especially for landing a plane here. But this bowl, this basin here was quite smooth. So I came out towards where the camera is now and headed in and landed along there. Now, I've landed, but now I need to take off. And I don't know the best way of doing it. Now, I was thinking of just putting my foot to the floor and seeing what happens. If I do it facing up the mountain, there's a chance that I'll crash into it. But if I don't crash into it, it will flick me up and into the sky. If I do it along, it could be too bumpy and throw me off and we could have a big problem. And if I do it down, then I'm going down. I'm not going to be able to pull up very easily. So all the options don't seem that good, to be honest. I think what I might do is I might taxi round and point the other way and try and take off. So let's power up the engine slightly, take off the brakes. Hopefully we should, yeah, there we are, we're moving forward. Now I'm going to just let the roll of the hill give me some momentum. So we're powering off that now. Oh god. Oh, full power. I accidentally took off. There we go, that'll do. Oh, all I was trying to do was taxi to point the other way. Never mind. Well, there we have it. I'm on my way back to the Space Centre. Just got to get myself lined up with it a little bit better. Seems more or less right. We don't want to go straight for it. We always want to come in slightly to the west side of it, and that gives us a better run for landing. Well, I will see you at landing, and then we'll get back into the craft that we built last episode. And here we have it. After a short jet plane journey, I'm now going to get close. We're getting close, so I'm going to slow down the time acceleration. We're up about 3,000 feet. We need to reduce that. Let's get the landing gear out. The lights are already on. I'm going to put the brakes on. I've started doing the brakes when I'm landing, and we're still heading towards the sea. We're gonna turn the craft when we get a bit more to that left of the runway. I would like to kind of bring her down just under this lip and straight into the runway, really. So we're going to start banking now. I'm going to cut the engine. We are 10 kilometres away from the launch pad, and I've cut the engine, and hopefully for this last little bit I should be able to glide it down. Doing a little bit of adjustment on the... Yeah, that'll do it. That will pretty much do it. Our height now is 900. Got to be careful of the floor, but we should be fine. I'm not going to land on the runway itself. That is too uneven for me to be able to really land this craft on it. At the moment, the grassland around the Space Centre is more even than the runway itself. I don't understand that. You can see the lights on the floor, giving us a bit of an indication of height. We do need to bring it down. We are losing altitude a little bit too slowly, so I'm going to point our nose down just a little bit more. There we go, that's better. Now, bearing in mind, we're about 70 metres above sea level as we come in. So, here we are. We're actually coming in for the final approach now. 63 metres per second. 60 metres per second. I really want that down to at least 50, 40 if possible. There we go. There's 45. That'll do. And we're down. That easy. I'm now going to turn the brakes off and allow our momentum just to roll us closer to the runway. Just a little bit of adjustment to get us there. And now we're on the surface. Burst the engine. Just to get us in the... Oh, we accidentally took off. That seems to happen quite a lot with this craft. Let's see if I can bring it back down on the actual runway. Here we go. We're going very slowly. Let's put the brakes on. Oh, that is bumpy. I can tell already. Look, the craft is moving around, bouncing about. Oh, well, there we are. 2 accidental takeoffs before the episode's really got going. Well, we're back. The brakes are on. Let's recover the vessel and get back to the Space Centre. There we are, and back to the Space Centre. We get the vehicle back. We get all the parts back at 100% value. The only thing we lost was a bit of fuel as we went out and did the stuff. I did carry monopropellant. That's a mistake. I shouldn't have really done that. And our crew's back. Now... our launch pad from last time, I actually want to recover this vehicle because there's a small change I want to make to the Mark III before we go out there. So we get everything back. We haven't used it yet. Pac-Man's been sat in there very patiently waiting. Let's load up the Mark III again. No, that's Contract Craft Mark III. We want Science Craft Mark III. There it is. Load that. Here it is. Now, what I wanted to do, I wanted to limit these thrusters here. Now, the reason why I wanted to limit them is because if it's too powerful straight away, it wastes. It's a big waste. Now, the problem is I don't actually know the maths behind this. I know that there is maths. I'm aware of the whole thing. I'm just checking that all 3 are set the same. Yes, they are. That's good. I'm thinking about I'll limit these ones, the RT10s, I'm going to limit to 75% thrust-ish. There we go, each. And those ones at the bottoms are limited to 50. If we're not moving quickly enough, we need to go and adjust that. But I've got a funny feeling that'll be about right. So let's get... there's a small chance we might end up in... No, because you have to go in orbit to get the extra XP, I think. So let's take Pac-Man with us anyway. And save and head off to the launch pad. Okay, so here we are on the launch pad. With exactly the same vessel that we built last time, except I've just limited these thrusters. Let's just check the staging. First of all, in the first stage, these 3 boosters at the bottom go. Next stage, they decouple. And the next rock is... No, they're the RT-10s fire. After the RT-10s, this mid-section holding all the RT-10s separates and the main engine starts to burn. After that main engine's finished burning, we'll ditch that whole stage, and we do so. The parachutes open up, both of them, and we drop the actual Science Centre. And also then the Science Centre's parachutes also deploy. I want to go to the desert first, so we're going to be heading over to the west. So... SAS on. We're not doing a contract. We are just going to get some science. So resources up. We are not carrying monopropellant. I did remember to do that on this craft. And I don't think there's anything left to do apart from launch. Oh my. Oh my. No, that's not good at all. That's not good. Okay. Yes. Limiting the engines. Fantastic idea. Not. Right, we're going to wait until they burn out. Hopefully the whole thing doesn't fall over. And as long as it stays upright, we'll just recover it and do It's not even gone up. Look at it. It's just leaning slightly. I'm not quite sure exactly why it's leaning slightly, but it's just leaning slightly. Oh dear. Oh, why? What a mess. Also though, check out the new launch pad. This is the first time we've been on the new launch pad. It's got these blasty bits at the bottom to allow the exhausts to escape to the side. A nice little ramp to get up there. Be quite cool to take a buggy over there actually. And I think these drums and these what look like boobs are new. So yeah. Oh no! Oh no! Right, okay. It actually took off. The amount of fuel that it had, it overcame stuff. We're going to give it a go, I think. It's a little bit unstable. It's leaning very badly. Very, very badly over this way. I think it just had a terrible start. I don't think it's because of the centre of mass or anything. Let's power... Oh, no, let's not get inside. We'll recover the parts by just dropping ourselves in the ocean. Or at least we'll try. We might actually end up back on the grassland, so let's just speed up time. And we'll wait until we're on our way down. Are we going to land in the water? Yeah, especially if I deploy parachutes now. So, both stages. There we go. Well, that was a complete and utter failure. I will see you when I've readjusted them back to max, and we will see how that goes. Okay, so let's fix that mistake now. Let's put those thrusters up to 100, and we're going to do these ones up to 100 as well. There we go. That should do it, I reckon. Let's just make sure, yep, Pac-Man's in there. Let's save that and try again. Okay, attempt number 2 for the Sciencecraft Mark III. As we start getting further into bigger and more specialist vehicles, I'm going to give them more creative names. Probably. Let's get that SAS signed on. And we're going to just launch straight off her now, I think. Yep, here we go. That's better. That's much better. So with this initial stage, I just want to go up. I want to get up. I want to get to at least... I would like to get to 4,000. It'd be nice to get to 4,000. I've only just got to 1,000, and we haven't even left half the fuel. And of course, that we're accelerating. So 4,000 is an easy mark there. I'm quite happy about that. Yes, this is how it was supposed to go. But if everything went perfectly fine... Oh, I left a bit of debris out there. I'll have to go and recover that. That's the main fuel tank. Are we leaning over again? We are leaning over slightly. Never mind, I'll ignore that for now, I think. I'll ignore it for now. Next stage, there we go. We blasted those boosters away. And I'm bringing the craft. The craft is rotating slightly. I'm just fighting the rotation. I'm having trouble bringing it onto its side. It's very, very forceful. So heavy compared to some of the things that we've done already. I'm just going to constantly yaw over that way. Okay, let's ditch those bits now. Full throttle on this engine, and this is where we should have more control now. Yes, much more control. Right. So we managed to get up to about 35,000 meters, which is brilliant. Let's bring the craft over to 45 degrees, at least. There we go. Now, let's see what sort of trajectory that's going to give us. It's not giving us... Yeah, it's taking its time. We are actually going to end up being very high. This that particular delivery system could work out as a good way to get some science equipment in space. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's good. These two parts, the cheap debris, they're going to fall back to the planet, and we won't get anywhere with that. We are just starting to arc over in any sort of significant amount. And bearing in mind that when we re-enter as well, we're probably going to overshoot. But how's our fuel looking? Our fuel is looking fine. We are at roughly 60% fuel. And that appears to be moving quite nicely. Let's check the actual craft. Craft is looking good. Looks pretty good, actually. I like this vehicle. This delivery system is actually going to be quite a good one. I think it might be one that we use to put small satellites into space and things like that. That might be quite good. Let's go back to the map. Let's bring up the nav ball. There we go. That is doing a lovely arc over for me. We're going to end up really high. I didn't mean to end up that high. Way into space. Are we in space yet? Yeah, we are. So let's stop that now. Let's cut the engine. We are plenty in space, and we'll leave it like that for a little while. We're going to go all the way up towards the top. Just leaving it for a little while. And I reckon we're going to need probably about a 10-second burst. So when we're about 5 seconds away from the Acropolis, we'll probably just go back on the time dilation. Not time acceleration. That might do for now. Right. Back to the craft. Here we go. I'm going to point it in its prograde marker. This is the prograde marker. In the past, I've known exactly what they are and what they're called, but I just couldn't remember at the time of recording. This is a prograde marker. And then actually somebody reminded me in the comments as well. So I should probably start using the correct terms as now we're getting well into this series. So there we are. We're pointing along our prograde marker, which is also pointing towards the desert. Let's maximise that engine now. There is a massive amount of fuel in there, really. What did I actually put in there in the end? Just two T200s by the looks of it. Let's check the map. You can see it's arcing out lovely. Now, when we hit the atmosphere, we're going to drop quickly. We've actually passed that point now, and we're struggling. But we've got plenty of fuel. We're only down to about half fuel now, so that's not a problem. Not a problem at all. And there we are. We're pointing into the desert. Now, I want to get as far into the desert as possible, mainly because I know that we're going to lose a lot of this momentum and this direction. Now, actually, whilst we're going along, I feel that we should be pointing up ever so slightly. So let's just level that out that way and bring the vessel so we're pointing up slightly, just to help maintain our height. There you are, look, it's going right out there. Right, let's cut that engine and see where we're going to land by. We're just going to do a bit of time acceleration. You know what? We're definitely going to land in the desert with this one. I think we're going to end up with a mission success here. Let's turn the SAS off. We'll allow this vessel to naturally get back into the atmosphere. So we're going to hit the atmosphere soon. We're still in space at the moment. Let's speed up time a little bit. There we are. We're out of space, so we can only go 4 times speed now. We're going to start going through the thicker parts of the atmosphere. Really, I want to be dropping right where I am now. So I'm going to rotate round and max throttle. There. I don't want to be landing in those hills. Oh, God. Oh God, we're going way too fast. Way too fast. I'm aiming for this patch here. I don't want to land in the hills. I'm trying to give ourselves a little bit of upwards momentum right through the atmosphere. Look at the friction causing that heat flare. 13,000 meters. We're still going way too quickly to deploy parachutes. 10,000 meters. Still way too quickly. 8,000. We're slowing down now. 7,000. We're above the right sort of area. 7,000, and our speed is... surface speed is dropping. It's dropping. Good. Okay, I think we're at the point now where we can deploy parachutes. Let's cut that engine. And as always, let's bring the vehicle onto its side for a nice separation. There we go. Lovely. If I separate with them on top of each other, it could cause some problems. Let's put that landing gear out. That would be a good idea. Landing gear out. I pressed the button too many times. There we go. And because I've angled that landing gear out... did I angle it out? Yeah, it's angled out by 1 extra point. You can see the bottom has a small gap under it. That just gives us a bit more of a spread on that landing gear. Where's the fuel? There's the fuel. Oh, there's us. Right, now where's our shadows? Where are our shadows? We're there. Right, now we're going to have to watch them as we come in. So it looks like our fuel, our main upper engine stage is going to hit the ground first. So I'm just time accelerating until that shadow is about to touch. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. It's slow down, the shadow disappeared. Okay, it's getting close, and we'll just let that touch at normal speed. It should be completely fine. There we go. Didn't fall over. Bodes well for us. We're quite close, so I'm going to just do a little bit of time warp, and back to normal. Brilliant. We're down. Congratulations, Pac-Man. You're in the desert, I think. Let's do a crew report and find out. Crew report from the deserts. Let's keep that data. We're not going to get any duplicates, so we may as well keep the whole thing. Observe the materials bay. The materials bay is one of those weird things that it says inoperable after transmitting. Okay. It says the desert dust appears to have contaminated the samples. We did learn that deserts aren't good places to bring expensive science equipment. Well, there we go. We've learned something. Keep that. We're going to do the mystery goos. There we go. 1 goo. Goo seems to hate it here. That's true. The goo seems to like water, I've noticed with these reports, and the desert seems to be different to water to me. Let's keep that data. So I think the only thing to do now is an EVA. So if we do an EVA report, flying over Kerbin's deserts, let's keep that data. And if we get back inside, and no, EVA again, and store the experiments. So we take all the data that's in there, then store all the experiments. Hang on. Yeah, then they're stored. I should be able to do another EVA report. Let's keep that data. Let's store that experiment. Oh, there's already an EVA report for that. Okay. In that case, we'll drop down. Carefully. There we go. And do an EVA report from the surface. Overwrite the report, yes. I don't think a spacesuit was entirely necessary. EVA report from the desert, 2.4 science. Keep. Brilliant. I'm a bit of a collectomaniac like that. Now, we're not going to be able to get back in. No matter how high I jump, I'm just going to bang my head and fall over. Although, I don't know if I could actually... I've just turned the jetpack on. The jetpack isn't going to help. It's not powerful enough. Let's turn the jetpack off. Oh, it's still on. There we are. Jetpack's off. So we're going to have to recover Pac-Man and the science vessel separately, and then we're going to have to recover the main engine. But there we go. Brilliant. Let's get back to the Space Center. Oh, this is brilliant. I love that. That's great. Okay, back to the Space Center. We recover, let's see, an EVA report and a vessel that survived a flight. Well, we didn't get any parts because Pac-Man was stood on his own. But Pac-Man's back. He didn't gain any XP from that. We need to get Pac-Man in orbit, really. Maybe we can achieve orbit with the vessel that we built there. It might be worth trying before the end of the episode. Let's go to tracking, though. We've got a few things to pick up, including that piece over there. There's some debris from the failed attempt. Here's the one from the failed attempt over there. So let's recover that. Yeah, there we go. And then we've got the debris in the desert. We've got the main science module itself. Let's recover that. We get a load of science and the parts, 78% value. Not bad, not bad. And the debris over here. I don't know if we get anything for that. Maybe just money. I have no idea. These are all contracts that we could take. So maybe we'll have a look at that as well. Let's just head back. Here we are, back to the Space Centre. Now, something that we have got is a lot of science points. So let's head out there to the R&D department and check the archives. Here we go. Let's have a look at these mystery goos. We've got 16 mystery goos, 16 materials, and 16 temperatures. So they should all be pretty much the same, apart from the fact that they are in a different order for some reason. Name, data. We ordering by name? See, we didn't get a temperature scan from administration, which is a bit weird, and it's just all a bit mixed up. But we got all 16 from that. Flying low reports. Yeah, we've got 6 of them. That's apparently good. What's this? Landed. Yeah, we've got some good reports there. And 13 crew reports. I don't know if we're missing any crew reports. We've got desert, grasslands, mountains, launchpad, runway. We've got lots. That's good. Let's actually have a look at what we can unlock, because we've got 187. So we can get advanced construction, fuel systems, or heavy rocketry. Let's get fuel systems unlocked. I really want this external fuel duct. It's going to help with a lot of things. I'm hoping it will make my jet plane more stable when it's got less fuel. So let's research all of that and buy the fuel duct while we're here. And we've still got 97 research, so we can either do heavy rocketry or advanced construction. Advanced construction is going to give me lots of adapters and bigger decouplers, stuff that would be nice to have, but probably not as useful as what I really want. Heavier rockets is going to be very useful quite soon, but not just yet. So we'll unlock advanced rocketry anyway. There we go. Sorry, heavy rocketry. We've done advanced. So we've got heavier rocketry up ahead. We've got specialised construction up ahead. I think there's another one here that's missing at the moment. Supersonic flight, specialised control, precision engineering, advanced electricals, advanced exploration, and advanced landing. All things that we want to unlock, but we can't do yet. Namely because we need to upgrade the research centre. Now let's go out of the R&D centre and right-click. An upgrade is going to cost 500,000 credits. We haven't even got that much. We need more money, a lot more money. Then we'll be able to collect surface samples, and resource transfer. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. Resource transfer might mean you transfer science points into money and money into science. I don't know. But we want to be upgrading that at some point soon. Just can't do it yet. The only thing we have upgraded was that launch pad. Very important to do so for us to put those bigger vessels on there. I have a feeling it'd be good to upgrade the vehicle assembly building soon, so we can get more than 30 parts. We can get 255 maximum parts and basic action groups. That'd be quite good. I want to upgrade the astronaut complex because it allows us to perform EVAs. Now it's going to cost a lot of money. A lot of money to upgrade as well. Oh, hang on, it's level 2 already. Oh, I already did that. Yes, silly me. We've upgraded the astronaut complex as well. So yes, I would like to do the space plane hangar when I've got spare money, just so I can have more complex space planes. But at the minute, the one we've got is okay. Upgrade only costs 32,000 to upgrade the mission control. It says tracking station required. Hang on, tracking station upgrade required for flight planning. Okay, so I think you have to have mission control and the tracking station to get flight planning. But maximum contracts up to 7 for only 32,000. We'll have that. There we are. Mission control has now got a little antenna, a little radar dish, and a bigger building. Let's have a look here. Tracking station. It allows us to have a look at the map. If we upgrade, we can do some other stuff. Patched conics are visible in the map. 140,000. Little bit expensive for just splashing out on it. And what's the other thing? Oh, administration. 50,000 allows us to have more strategies and changes the maximum commitment, which we don't really want to play with around with those strategies at the moment, so we're not going to spend the 50,000. And the runway, how much does that cost? 90,000 to upgrade. Hopefully it would actually make it a lot smoother and we can have bigger vessels on there, but there's no point in doing that until we've upgraded the space plane hangar, because we're not going to be able to have bigger planes on the runway. So there we go. We've spent all of our science. Our reputation is still quite good. It's not in the blue yet, but it's quite good. And we have a nice chunk of money. We're going to look at the contracts next time, and I want to get that, see if we can get that existing vessel that I built there into space. Between now and next time, I will visit the North Pole and do exactly the same science that I did in the desert with exactly the same flight plan, with exactly the same vessel in crew. So because it's exactly the same, I'm going to guess you guys won't want to see that, and I will see you next time with probably the report of the data of what's came over there. But I will see you then. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, remember to give it a like, and if you want to keep up to date on all my episodes, remember to subscribe. But that's all from me for now. Thank you and goodbye.